You're telling me that Famke Janssen and Taye Diggs are in a movie and they don't hook up? Sup, Halloweenies? We're going to talk about House on Haunted Hill. Spoiler warning. There will be spoilers for a 61 and a 21-year-old film. You have been warned. Long story short, they're pretty good, and the original is in the public domain, and it's on YouTube, so go watch it. House on Haunted Hill has got it all. Vincent Price, Taye Diggs, open vats of acid, open vats of blood, Taye Diggs jumping into open vats of blood, Jeffrey Rush going insane. It is a storied franchise. The 1999 version of House on Haunted Hill is one of the few movies that didn't scare the shit out of me as a kid. It actually said horror movies in there, but we're just gonna go with it. I was terrified of Land Before Time. I remember sneaking downstairs with a friend late at night to watch it, and it was a pretty good time. I watched it again this year in the lead up to Halloween. And I also watched the 1959 original version that I had never seen before. And I found them both really interesting in a couple key ways, so we're going to go into them here. Part 1. Husband and Wife. Both versions of House on Haunted Hill start with the husband inviting a bunch of guests and throwing a party for their wife at a fancy, spooky mansion. So both parties have the same conceit. Stay in the house with us all night, and you will get some of my money. And in the 1959 version, it is $10,000 because Vincent Price, who plays Frederick Loren, is a cheap bastard. And in the 1999 version, Jeffrey Rush, aka Captain Barbossa, aka my actual bae, is gonna give you $1 million. How about that? Yeah. Oh, and I did the conversion for you. So $10,000 in 1959 is 60 grand in 1999. So, you know, like, pretty good, but it's not a fucking $1 million, you know what I'm saying? Now anyway, they're getting ready for the party, and they set up their little guest list. But before the party, the guest list changes. Long story short, Lauren changes the guest list to a bunch of people that he knows are strapped for cash in the 1959 movie. And in the 1999 movie, the spooky internet ghosts change the list to the descendants of the doctors that hurt them and killed them in the spooky haunted house 50 years ago.
Spooky electric internet ghosts.
That's what the internet sounded like back then. So long ago. So the thing you need to know about the husband and the wife in both versions is that they hate each other. They want to see the other one dead. The only reason that the wives are married to the husbands is to get their sweet, sweet cash. And the hubbies want the wives dead because he doesn't appreciate that, I guess. Now that's weird, you might be saying. There are all these spooky guests in these spooky houses, and you've only talked about the husband and wife so far. You haven't even talked about Taye Diggs. You know Taye Diggs is in this movie? You know Famke Janssen's in this movie? You know Taye Diggs is in this movie? I do. I do know. I take it very seriously. We're gonna get into it. Part 2. The husband and wife don't give a flying flip about the party or the guests. So this is definitely one of the weirdest parts of the movie. Like, they go out of their way to, like, invite all these people and throw this big party, and then they don't pay attention to any of the guests, and less than halfway through the movie, the wives go to bed and just, like, don't want to interact with anyone. It's just so weird. Like, Captain Barbossa is offering them $1 million of pirate gold apiece to stay in the house. Apiece! He just doesn't really pay attention. Doesn't he know Taye Diggs is there? Taye Diggs! Everyone fucking loves Taye Diggs. Come on. So why would the husband and wife go out of their way to start these little parties and offer a bunch of money? Barbossa's offering the pirate gold. Why? Why are they doing this if they don't care about the guests? This is because the guests don't matter to the husband and wife. They're simply chess pieces to be moved around and manipulated and scared out of their wits. See, the wife is having an affair with one of the guests, and she's trying to get her husband knocked off so she can run off with all the money and her new squeeze. Except for the 1999 version, when she kills the person she's having an affair with because Famke Janssen is a queen and not one to be fucked with, I guess. In 1959 Hill, there's only one person that experiences extended paranormal experiences, and it is the young woman who Annabelle, Price's wife, is trying to scare out of her wits, so she eventually goes crazy and shoots Price in a very exciting scene. In the remake, the ghosts are very real. and the guests are one thin piece of drywall away from awaking a Lovecraftian horror that lies at the depths of the house. And like it after it breaks out of the drywall prison, it it like destroys things that are way stronger than drywall and almost kills everyone. I don't know. I don't know what's up with this drywall, dude. Also, a quick side note about this horror, it looked terrifying in 1999, and it still looks really good to this day. They actually used a bunch of different shots to create more of a practical effect thing to make it look kind of Lovecraftian and out of space and time and stuff, and kind of swirly. It's cool. Yeah, it's actually like still really impressive. I thought it was pretty spooky. But before the sealed away drywall monster is unleashed, it looks like the ghost can't really go anywhere besides the basement, so there's only one casualty. And even if you go down there, as long as you're not alone, like everyone's fine. So, it wasn't a big deal. Like really, they could have just all stayed upstairs because of course, the drywall monster is in the basement too, and they could have just like hung out at the bar and got drunk like Chris Kattan did, like basically the whole time. They would have been fine.
God, I'd love to get laid before I died. How you doing tonight?
Like probably not the most exciting movie, but I'm rooting for him. I want him to live, especially Taye Diggs. Oh, sweet Taye Diggs. My girl Famke. Sweet girl Famke. Love her. So now we know why these people were invited, right? In 1999, the ghosts want revenge. In 1959, they're strapped for cash and they need money. But why invite people in the first place? Why throw this party? If you're gonna want to kill your husband or wife, why invite anyone at all?
And even if I were gonna, murder my wife, I don't think I'd do it in a locked house with quite so many witnesses.
Part 3. The husband and wife are super fucking sadistic. Real quick, I'll explain the end of the movie so we can have a sense of narrative closure, and then I'll get to my point. At the end of the movie, Annabelle, Vincent Price's wife, is tricked into thinking that he's been killed and dumped in this vat of acid that's in the floor that burns away everything but bones, right? And then all of a sudden, she goes down there to check, and a skeleton bursts forth from the vat of acid and scares her around the room, and then she eventually, it sounds so stupid to just say it, falls in the vat of acid, it's she gets chased around, and Vincent Price walks out from behind some wine barrels and just says like, haha, as he's like twirling all these spools and shit and moving this. Just watch it, it's great. It's really good. In the 1999 movie, Captain Barbossa shoves my sweet bae, Famke Janssen, into the drywall and summons the drywall demon, who sucks up Famke and kills almost everyone else in the movie. The two people who survive actually are the people who were not directly related to the doctors. I guess the internet ghosts made a mistake, and my sweet Taye Diggs and Ali Larder were just not the correct people. Can't make this shit up. Ali and Taye survive. Yay! But then they wind up on the roof of the place and can't find a way down, and I assume, I don't know, die of exposure or something. So, bringing it back to the husband and the wife. Why? Why invite anyone in the first place? The reason is as simple as it is horrifying. They're both super fucking sadistic, and they like seeing people hurt and in pain. Really, I think they're the most horrifying characters in the movies. Vincent Price picked who he picked because he knew they needed money, and he knew that they would suffer for it. And he wanted his wife to have a terrible time with a bunch of people she didn't know, and was all too happy to allow these poor people who needed some money to be pawns in this scheme. As for Captain Barbossa, he is an amusement park ride designer by trade, and he likes creating these rides that appear to break when you're in the middle of them, and he fools you into thinking that they're breaking so you can, for a moment, be removed from the simulated fear of an amusement park and be filled with absolute terror. That's fucked up. He does the same thing in The House on Haunted Hill. He invites these people, he gives them guns, he fakes getting killed by one of the guests, not only to catch his wife in her adultery, but also to see the look on their face and to scare the shit out of some people who have nothing to do with him, his wife, or his mission. His job is scaring people, and he's terrifyingly good at it. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I would love comments. I love talking about this sort of stuff. So if you think I said something dumb or want to, I don't know, whatever, comments are fun. So, like, let's talk. Let's do it. Also, just like a quick trivia thing for everyone who watched this far. This was the first movie made by Dark Castle Entertainment, who followed it up with, like, 13 Ghosts and Ghost Ship and Gothica and House of Wax. Huh? House of Wax? The Paris Hilton one? Yeah. And, like, I just had to mention that because they're just great. Anyway, thanks again. Happy Halloween. Bye.